Good morning. This is day 124 of my hike from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail. That is where I camped last night. Went a little bit further back from where I initially saw. I am starting out at mile 1975, and I have 21.2 miles to get to Big Lake Youth Camp. You can see it's kind of a gloomy day. I know there's supposed to be storms rolling in this weekend. I hope I've outrun them at this point because that forecast was for like 50 miles back, trail miles. So, but hopefully I don't get rained down too hard. And yeah, I'm gonna get to Big Lake Youth Camp, 21 miles, probably 7 a.m. now. So that probably puts me in between 2 and 3 p.m. if I make good time. So it should give me enough time to get my chores done. I'll see you all on trail. I slept pretty well. There's no one around. It was a really nice private space. And I just had a hard time getting out of bed again today. Ended up snoozing my alarm twice, which it wasn't even because I wanted to sleep more, really. It's like I wake up and my feet are just like swollen and hurting, and like, so I'm like, oh, I need to rest them a little more. But feeling decent at the moment. Third day in a row now. I'm just really struggling to get started. I'm less than a mile. I mean, it has been mostly uphill, but I'm just fatigued. And this is day 10 straight of doing this since I left Ashland. Didn't stop anywhere for like real rest. Like I've been getting in almost full miles, even on resupply days, over 20 miles. So it takes its toll doing that back to back, and also sleeping out here 10 days really. I mean, I'm sure I was kind of like groggy and cranky this morning, and I even think I slept decent. So it just takes its toll. I'm so exhausted right now. I'm not like, I mean, I'm a little physically tired. You can hear me breathing, but just like sleepy. Mountains in the background are cool. It's very interesting topography down here. There's almost like little like channels or little mini valleys, like that volcanic looking rock next to it. Well, light drizzle just started. I hope it stays that way. Now I'm actually down in these sort of like channels that I was referring to, or unique formation. Kind of a better perspective of it as I climb up. I am so tired right now. Only done 1 mile. Did do about 400 feet in elevation gain in that first mile, but still I'm way too fatigued and sleepy and just exhausted and tired for being a mile into the day. It's a little eerie, this topography, with like the volcanic rock everywhere, mostly just dead trees once in a while, and then very gloomy weather. Well, it's been uphill and on these rocks for about a mile, which is slowing me down significantly. It's very hard to walk on because they're so like lacking in density, so they just kind of crumble underneath you in a way. And yeah, this is definitely gonna push out my ETA at Big Lake Youth Camp probably. I mean, we'll see how long this keeps up, but it's probably going to be later. That was a tough little climb to get through this pass that is our farm app to start the day, and it looks like I've got a bunch more ahead of me. I'm only 1.5 miles in. I've already climbed almost 700 feet to an elevation of 6,850. You can see there's still snow here. It's quite windy. Terrain's hard to walk on. Gotta earn it every day. Oh, like I said, that is in fact the climb I have ahead of me. Oh, all right. Walking on this stuff seriously sucks. Well, it looks like those trails up there are for a different trail. Could be people cutting switchbacks through the PCT, but I think it's just maybe a different route, different trail. To earn it every day out here. Nothing is given to you. Well, except for trail magic once in a while. But every day is a challenge, pretty much, in one way or another. Wow, there's a lot of snow up there still. Let's see what view we're about to have here. I don't know if these are storm winds or it's normal for here, just kind of how the valleys are or what, but it is windy AF. All right, I hope that's the end of those lava rocks. I mean, they're super cool, kind of unique topography for a little bit, but then, I mean, not walking on, it sucks to walk on, but like, it was definitely a nice little change in topography for a little bit, but definitely not something I want to spend a bunch of time in. And walking on it was just a total pain in the ass, so hopefully that's the end of it, but very likely there's more. Entering the Mini Scott Spring Special Regulation area. And this is the Mini Scott Spring where I'll fill up some water. It's pretty cool. It literally just comes out right here, I think. The spring right out of the ground. I hear people's voices. Rare thing to hear out here right now. Well, I tried to find the exact source of the spring, like up where I took the water from, but I couldn't find where it was actually coming up. I don't think it was coming out of the wall or the hillside. It was, I think, the ground right there, but I couldn't like find where, like, you know, if you put like a rock, it should kind of like move where it's coming up. I tried for a few minutes, but anyways, it's probably like completely fine to drink. I'm filtering it just to be safe. Like the last thing I need right now is like a stomach bug or something with every day counting, but it really doesn't need to be filtered. My understanding, if it's coming right out of spring right there. That was a beautiful spot to stop for water, and like very good quality water, but I've got 3.5 miles to there's like a pond, and then after that it's 14 miles, or 15 miles to the Big Lake Youth Camp, and there's no water in between. So at the minimum, I'm gonna have to do a 15-mile water carry, which I'll probably top off at this lake. So probably 15-mile water carry. And it's been a slow start to the morning. I got 19 miles to go still. It's because of the terrain mostly. I mean, I don't feel 100% either. I have like a headache. I just presume it's never fun waking up with the headache, kind of, and presume it's mostly because I'm just the compounding effect of 10 days straight of being out here. But yeah, mostly slow start because of the terrain. Hopefully I can pick up a little bit here. Pretty cool. Little meadow Sun's coming out. Oh, I think you can see the trail going up there. Okay, thankfully, that's not the trail. The PCT at least. But, still climbing up. Sure enough, wasn't the end of walking on this crap. I'm struggling so hard right now. Just like, come and see this uphill stretch. I just collapse like this. I'm getting my ass kicked today. I'm only 4 miles in. It's been over an hour and a half. Only 1,000 feet in elevation gain. I feel like I just climbed, like summited Forester, or climbed Forester Pass or something. I think I'm well under the weather too. Just a little bit. It's very mystical out there. I don't know if the camera will capture the steepness and kind of clean curvature of this hill. Just nothing on it but lava rocks and these red, dried out plants of some sort. A couple rocks on top of this little tree. More of this. I just grabbed water from there, so I'm holding about 2 liters now because I hadn't drank any since the last source. So I have that liter plus the liter I just grabbed. I have 15.4 miles to get to the junction, where I will then hike another 0.8 miles to get to the Big Lake Youth Camp. I just put my hat on and this because the sun's coming out. I don't know. It's 9:45 and I've only gone 5.7 miles. Like, oh, look at that thing. Today's just been it's been tough. So it's a long water carry. It's basically 16.2 miles I gotta carry water for. I mean, I've been doing that a lot lately, but I don't know, today's been different with this terrain and stuff. So, could take me a lot longer. So that little pond or lake that's called S. Matthew Lake or something. There's signs saying you can't camp, except in, I think there's 3 designated camping areas, and you gotta camp within 15 feet of the post or something like that. I don't know, obviously to restore the area, which is great. But then there's a sign there that says, a wood sign carved in, PCT through hikers are not permitted to camp in the designated camping areas in the S. Matthew Lake area. Like, second-class citizens out here. I don't know what it is with this stretch between the Obsidian Falls and this and a few other little things similar. Like, this stretch, definitely not feeling like that special permit I have is really doing much. Some horses on trail for a change. I mean, I'm a few miles from a highway where you would use to access Bend and Sisters. I will not be doing that because I've sent packages to myself to try to save time. The way it was marketed, it was save time and money. It definitely does. I don't think it saves money at all. I mean, the last package I picked up at Shelter Cove cost me $40 between shipping and the fee to pick it up. But it saves me time and hassle trying to run around and figure out where to get stuff, what I need. It's already planned. So that's why I'm going straight to Big Lake Youth Camp, which is a little under a mile off trail. But there's definitely, I've seen 3 ladies that were like running through here. I see a couple and like probably one of their fathers hiking through here, and now there's those 4 horses. So there's definitely a lot of like day activity here, pretty close to the highway to get to those towns. That might be Mount Hood way out there. I don't know, it seems like it's pretty far away, but based on what I learned tracking Lassen and Shasta, that very well could be Mount Hood. It could also be Mount Jefferson, but I feel like that might be more like that one there. And I think this is called Mount Washington here. About half my miles I've been walking on this, and it sucks so much. Like, it hurts, it's uneven, it slows you down, much more susceptible and prone to injury. It's just not fun at all. I am so ready to be done with this lava crap. Looks like there's a structure ahead though. Some sort of tourist site. There's a bunch of people checking it out and see some cars at the highway. Well, there's been some nice views and a few cool things, but this morning it just totally sucked. Like, I'm freaking miserable right now. God damn it. These rocks suck so much. My feet are killing me. Slowed me down so much. I feel so behind for my plan. Just exhausted from 10 days of doing this every day. And this is just not how I wanted my day to start out. I'm very behind. Make it stop. Looks like I'm leaving the Three Sisters Wilderness. Okay, it's called Mackenzie Pass. I'm crossing Highway 242. There's some like little castle made of lava. That's a structure I saw up there. But I have no desire to walk any steps. I don't have to right now. My feet are hurting, like just so uncomfortable from these freaking rocks jagging into me. It sucks walking on this stuff so much. I'm just not in the mood right now. Just crossed the road and there is literally no end in sight of this shitty terrain. So it's the Mount Washington Wilderness. New wilderness, same shit terrain to walk on. I don't even know how you call this a trail. Like, there's been stretches throughout the whole PCT, the Sierras, Northern California, where there's parts near a mountain, there's a bunch of rocks and it sucks and it hurts, maybe for a mile, but to do this for like, this has got to be like 5-6 miles now. This is not a trail. This is walking on freaking rocks and it hurts. Oh my God, I just got down from that mess. That better be the last of it today. I have no tolerance or patience for any more of that crap. That must have been one of the most unpleasant parts of this entire trail, by far. Great, and after that, I had to stop. My feet are hurting so much from that bullshit. And I read this is pretty much going to be completely exposed to getting until I get to this camp for the most part. I've got a 1,000-foot climb in the next 2 miles now. This day is just sucking so much already. Oh my God, it's all lava going uphill. I just read the comments. People are complaining so much. Like, I don't get all the Game or Lord of the Rings references, but they're basically saying it's harder than the walk to Mordor and the hobbits were barefoot. Enough said. Like, that's, people are saying it's absolutely miserable. Like, I'm so freaking just pissy right now. This is the last freaking thing I want to do. This sucks. This just sucks. Straight up. And apparently the 2-mile, 1,000-foot climb on lava rock is only halfway through this whole stretch of lava rock. Like, I'll get through this, but wow, I don't want to do jack shit right now. I don't want to move. I don't want to do this right now at all. I can't really think of a time this whole PCT that I've been more opposed to do what I'm about to do. I just got to the top of this climb. It was freaking hell. I don't think, honestly, the way this day is shaping up, this might be the worst in the freaking trail. Awful, at least in my experience. This is worse than Mission Creek. You couldn't pay me enough. I was actually thinking about this. If someone's like, hey, I'll give you 10 grand to go redo what I just did today, fuck no. Like, that's how fucking miserable I am right now. And the worst part about what I just did wasn't a 1,000-foot climb in 2 miles. It was on these freaking rocks. I'm gonna have to continue on for miles more. I presume that is Mount Washington. I'm at the top of this peak here, so there's a break in the lava rocks, but I'm about to start going down. I assume they're on the other side, the same they were on the side coming up. Just absolutely miserable. And if you don't know why, it's because you like can't get a grip. Like your feet are unstable the entire time. They're sinking in. They're sharp and poking up at you. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. I am pretty damn frustrated right now relative to the whole how bad it gets on trail. I can't think of a worse scenario with the terrain when you're dealing with like plantar fasciitis on and off and a potentially resurging stress fracture. Like, let alone just if you are healthy and not sore from walking 200 miles in the last 8 or 9 days. Sucked so much. It is 2 o'clock. I just finished taking an hour lunch break. I tried to collect myself from how frustrated I was, including a 20-minute nap. I took a break back in there. About to get back on trail. It's peak heat. I have less than a liter of water left, and I actually topped off. Somebody had 1 gallon of water before that climb into the, one sec, let me start my watch. That climb up those lava rocks, and I topped off about 3/4 of a liter. So, because I just realized it was peak heat, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. I've already gone down now to less than a liter left, so I should be fine. But I have 7.7 miles to get to the trailhead, and then another 0.8 to go. So that's 8.5 miles. Feeling very beat up, like my first steps right now. My feet are just hurting extra bad from those rocks, and I think I'm about to hit another big patch of them. I just did not see this coming, and it's slowing my pace down 40 to 50%, which means I'm going to be out here hours longer than expected, which means I'm actually kind of worried. It is really hot out, and there's no cover whatsoever, as you can see. I have 3/4 of a liter of water and 8 miles to go. Like, I'll be okay, I'm sure, but this is not going to be pleasant. I'm going to have to ration water. I mean, based on the rate that I'm able to walk in this ridiculous rocks I'm looking at another 4 hours until I get to town. Or the camp, it's not a town. Have I said this sucks yet? I mean, how do you even call this a trail? It's a bunch of freaking lava rocks for miles and miles and miles. Like, what is the point? Either make a trail or don't. Or don't have it come through here. I'm in a pretty tough situation here, so I'm at 14.8 miles, so I have about 7 more to go to get to where I'm going. I have less than half a liter of water left. It is beating down hot, totally exposed. The good news is I just passed the only person I've seen in a long time, and the only solo hiker actually today. And he said that there isn't too many more lava rocks. I think I got through the bulk of that crap. It was awful. But I should be concerned right now. I'm just gonna keep walking, try to ration better, and trust I'll be okay, but it's pretty tough. 7 miles and a half a liter in this environment's not great. I'm not gonna probably take too many videos till I get to camp because I'm in survival mode right now with this water and this heat and this exposure. And it's not great. I think I'll be okay, but so I just wanted to show this view though. It looks like I should be hitting some coverage soon where the tree lines or the burn zone ends, which is huge. I need that. I got most of the climb out of the way. Well, pretty much a little bit after getting into coverage under the trees, the sun went away behind clouds, and now it's thundering behind me. It's lucky for those Sobos who are about to go through that crazy exposed stretch in the lava rocks, but I don't know. I guess as long as it's not raining hard. I'm still, I knew this part would be downhill, so I did consume a little bit more of my water on the up part, but I'm rationing. Like right now, talking, my tongue's almost sticking to the roof of my mouth. I'm letting myself 2 sips of water every mile. Got 2 miles left to go. I would love to chug a whole liter right now. So hopefully I can beat this storm and collect myself. I'm like in pain in a lot of spots, like to the point where I should be stopping and resting and massaging, but I just gotta get there with, I'm dehydrated right now, for sure. It's getting louder and more frequent, so closer. So thirsty and so tired and so beat up, frustrated from today. Oh man, I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to, this place closes at 9, so I'm gonna have to hurry up to do all my stuff. I really just wanna fall over on the couch. It is definitely raining. Back out that way. Maybe hard to see in the trees. You can kind of see there it's come down. I hope I can get at 1.1 miles to go to the camp. God, I hope they have some kind of beverages. Obviously just water is what I need, but I'll go to town on some lemonade or beer or soda right now. A few miles ago I passed the 3/4 or 75% mark, which is good. This is encouraging. Way in there I can see the lake that the youth camp's on. Big Lake Youth Camp this way. All right, 0.8 miles. Come on. Gotta beat the storm. Gotta beat I'm just so parched. My feet are killing me. Shins are hurting. I'm so close. It's starting to rain. This is gonna be so close. I hope I can beat the bulk of this, but it's starting to come down. I'm so parched, I've literally been walking like this. Oh, very good. There we go. Welcome PCT hikers. Please check in at headquarters. Okay. There's literally a PCT center. Don't know where though. Well, I made it to the Big Lake Youth Camp, and they have 2 bathrooms for hikers. They got laundry here, kitchen you can use. It's really nice of them. And believe it or not, they have this plus all the different sizes for it. So very lucky. I'm gonna take this beard off now. So this is the space, doing my laundry. But check this out, this is the package registry. And it's really interesting to see all the names and like people who have not gotten packages. Like mine got here around this time, but look how many other people sent and still aren't here. Pretty interesting. Well, there's a very nice guy named Randy who works here, runs the place. He was just shutting down. They used to have this open all night. Now it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And he told me it's because there was somebody, not probably a hiker, that knew about how they give free meals to hikers and how everything in here. And he was like kind of camping and lingering and just taking advantage of it. And then one day, and he was like smoking marijuana all the time inside, which just says no smoking on the property. And then one day went in and kind of ruffled through all the packages in there, and it's done in an honor system. And like my package was there, so I don't think many other hikers would be stealing that. So he said he doesn't think the guy was a hiker, but now because of that, they used to leave the cabins all unlocked. Now they kind of take, you know, precautions for that. So I'm sitting out here because my video, which I started uploading over 3 hours ago, is at 93%. I just updated a little description in my vlog that there's going to be delay. So this one will get up tomorrow, but then there's not going to be any until I have Wi-Fi again, which a good upload speed Wi-Fi, which I don't know when that'll be. And every hour, every day counts. I had a bunch of other things to do here, so like I've only been kind of quote unquote waiting maybe for like 30 minutes now. But my plan is once it's uploaded to get back on the PCT and just camp pretty quickly, which is so I'm back on trail, and then wake up and get going. Full day tomorrow. So I'm going to do a resupply. There's a town called Olaley. I might be saying that wrong. Olaley. I haven't even really tried to pronounce it. It starts with an O and has some L's in there. 50 miles away from here. And the trail goes right through it or next to it, so I'll resupply there. But yeah, I got shaven, obviously, which is great. Just so appreciative of that. The hiker box had a few things I needed, like a razor, so I was able to not borrow the electric shaver, but then also a disposable razor to actually clean up. A pair of brand new socks that will get me through until I can hopefully exchange these darn tough, probably on like Cascade Locks. There'll be a gear shop, I would imagine. And so that was really good. I found a new chapstick that was unused in there. These are things that I just need that normally I buy, but there's no store here, and I was really grateful that they were available. I'm also getting acne again up here, which I don't even think I got acne in high school. I was very lucky as a kid, like maybe a couple zits here or there, but not like this. The second time on trail now. It happened when I was in Yosemite, or arrived at Yosemite when I noticed it. So I'm gonna have to next time I'm at a store, get some kind of like pads or cream or something that'll get rid of this. So that's the status update. It's 9:15. I did eat and make dinner here just with my own food that I had, like camping food. Picked up my box and then have my resupply done. So yeah, just waiting for this video to upload. My left foot's feeling weird. It's definitely feeling weird in the same place where that stress fracture was. So I might have reignited that issue by pushing so hard this last 10 days. So I hope that doesn't get worse, but I've been feeling it for a few days now. But it's minor, so we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. All right, I'll catch you all later on trail. All right, it's a little after 9:30, like 9:40, in between that and 9:45. I'm leaving the Big Lake Youth Camp. So generous to hikers at a whole building just for PCT hikers with free laundry, loaner clothes to wear while you're doing laundry, free showers, kitchen you can use, and free Wi-Fi. So it was a very good stop. In the time doing all that, plus talking to 2 new friends, charging my devices, taking a shower, doing laundry, made myself dinner. One video still wasn't fully uploaded, so I just waited for a while. Now it is. I got one more up. I got day 117 up, but there will be a break in the videos for a few days. I tried to put a note about that on my channel, but by the time you're hearing this, that will already have been solved. So anyways, I'm leaving this youth camp now. I'm gonna relink with the PCT in like half a mile and try to find a place to camp pretty close by, unless of course I decide to keep going because I'm in the zone. But it's kind of late and I want to stick to a good schedule where I'm getting up earlier. So I'm back on a forest road that will link me to the PCT. I'm no longer on the Big Lake Youth Camp property. Of note, I meant to mention the thunderstorm did pass as I was doing my chores. So I think I got there around 5 p.m. and left at 9:30. So I was sitting outside for half an hour. That was that video I was uploading. So 4 hours basically of chores. I mean, my resupply box already had all my food for me, but I did kind of map it out since I'm doing bigger mileage now. I don't want to overcarry and all that, so. But yeah, I think that's a pretty efficient stop overall, for me at least, 4 hours. I mean, there were 2 other hikers there all day, at least according to the logbook, and I met both of them. And they were well, the one girl was about the same. The guy was a lot more efficient than I am, but he also didn't do laundry because he's going to in a few days. So I think for everything I did, I'm pretty happy with the turnaround. But you know, now I only have done like 23, 24 miles on the day, which is below what I need to be hitting. But since it's a resupply day, I'm cutting myself some slack because I think 23, 24 miles plus town chores, if you will, resupply laundry, charge devices, try to upload videos, shower, pretty good. But yes, that storm passed sometime in the middle of me doing all that. I didn't even notice when it stopped, but when I came out of the shower, they had the doors open, so to the PCT building we were in. So hopefully it stays dry. I looked at weather. I didn't see any issues really for tonight too much. The girl that was in there I was talking to was heading southbound, said she saw it was supposed to kind of thunderstorm or rain kind of through the night. So I don't know. I did look at the source she was looking at, but it looked like a kind of a low chance to me. But hopefully it stays this way because I feel clean and refreshed and shaven, and I don't want to be dealing with the rain right now. I definitely feel refreshed, even just after 4 hours, and even though I was doing stuff most of the time. I feel refreshed from the shower and the shave and clean clothes and being in a building for a little while. Definitely a big difference in feeling right now than I did going into there. Now, was that stretch with lava rocks actually worse than like Mission Creek and other spots? Like, I was very frustrated at the time. I stand by what I said, but I want to clarify. I think the worst miles in terms of like the actual like terrain you're stepping on and how that was impacting me with, you know, I still get plantar fasciitis, little bouts of it each day. Like when I touch my heels, where the plantar fascia connects to the heel every night, it's very sore. It's not nearly as bad as I had it earlier in the trail, but like, and the stress fracture thing is just like not ideal for those injuries to start with, but it's just extremely painful uncomfortable, I should say, walking on that. Plus the sun, and it was exposed. Like, I'd have to really think and do a proper assessment and like different criteria of like, it's kind of hard to say something is the hardest, but I can say in the thick of that today, I was about as miserable from an actual, like, not injuries standpoint, but just like overall terrain experience, what you're dealing with, than I've been on this whole trail, for sure. So I'm glad to have that behind me. I hope there's no more long stretches of lava rocks. And I'm feeling refreshed to keep going. I might try to do like 3 or 4 miles once I'm back on trail, just to kind of hit my 26 or so target as the low end of my target, and then get up early and crush tomorrow, assuming my body holds up. Oh, that Sobo hiker was very interesting that I met. So she just quit a job. She was just graduated college recently, and ended up being a wildland firefighter, and just quit. And I was like, why? And she said because she was breathing in all the smoke. She said nobody wears smoke like masks or anything when they're out there fighting these forest fires. Couldn't see your hand in front of your face, and they're just breathing it all in. And then she said that, interestingly, an article just came out from the New York Times about this, so I had her airdrop it to me, because I'm just like, I can't process that. How do we have our firefighters out fighting these wildfires with no smoke protection? It doesn't make any sense to me, but I obviously take her word for it. She was there. But of note, she also said regarding PCT, just to get a data point here, 3 days ago, she passed about 15 northbound hikers. Yesterday, I think she said it's even more, about the same. Today, it was like very few. So of the last Nobos here, as I like to say, I'm just like a day or two behind. In fact, in the log, I saw names of people that I was hiking with going into Ashland, and I took 6 nights off in Ashland that were just here yesterday, a day before me. So PCT. So yeah, I definitely, some people that I know are pretty close by still. All right, I gotta find out where this trailhead is. I think you can see it on camera. So I'm pretty good at seeing spider webs, even though I hit it so many recently in the mornings in my face. But look at this thing. So I look, and there's the spider. It's massive. Look at this thing building this web. I mean, I wish I could tell it. Oh, you can't see how big it is, but I mean, I don't know how to describe. Like, that thing is like the size of my thumb almost. Bigger than that. Oh my God, what is going on? This thing doesn't know it's been doing it on a road. Oh, there's one going to the right. I'm literally in the middle of this web. All right, I'm gonna try to get over this without... It's like a tripwire from the spider. Okay, this is a normal zoom. Like 1x. Like, that thing is... It looks like a snail almost. All right, back on the PCT. In a way, this is like my home, this trail. So there's some instant comfort and familiarity whenever I get back on it, even though I haven't been to this part of it yet. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it's just how it is for me. So there's a place I'm planning to camp in like 2 miles from here. Or I've been thinking about camping, I should say, on a lake or a little pond. But that is half a mile past the 2,000 mile mark. So this is my first big milestone I'll be hitting in the dark if I end up doing it, which I probably will. But yeah, I just wanted to flag that. It's coming up. Quick reflexes. So that happens all the time. I mean, I'm probably more prone to it since I'm like walking around with the camera and multitasking and like don't have stability with my trekking poles when I'm filming, right? Because I put both in my left hand. I usually film with my right. But even when I'm not filming, I trip so much. But when I'm hiking with other people, they do too. I think it's just part of it. There's so many rocks and roots, like you can even see some of them. This dude does not give a F. He's just chilling. He definitely sees me. He's like, I ain't moving, bro. Good thing I can see these guys. It would be awful if I accidentally stepped on one. I'm feeling refreshed, as I said, but man, today was hard. Like, between the lava rocks, the other elements related to that, like elevation gain and heat and all that, but then also my water rationing, because I wasn't expecting that much long rocks, which slowed my pace so much. Today it was sucked, like early on, the hiking part till I got to the camp. Like, I wouldn't redo today for 10 grand right now. I really wouldn't. Not even a thought. Yeah, when I got to the building for PCT hikers at Big Lake Youth Camp, went straight to the sink and I drank almost an entire liter, didn't even come up for air. I don't think that's happened this entire trail. When I'm really, really thirsty, usually chug about half a liter and then I can like take a breath. I just kept going until that thing was done. There it is, 2,000 miles. Just reached here on September the 5th, around 11 p.m. I don't know how I'm gonna get a photo at this with the light at nighttime, so the video is probably gonna have to suffice. Maybe I can screenshot this later, but I won't be in it. I'll try. I can take the flash. All right, I got a photo. It was very challenging, but I figured out a way eventually where you can see my face and make out what it says on the ground. It's a pretty bad photo otherwise, but 2,000 miles. I haven't even let that set in yet. Means I have 655 to go. Means I have 150 to Cascade Locks, which is the border, at the border of Oregon, Washington. We'll cross the Bridge of the Gods. I just walked into my second spider web of the night. Hold on, God, it's just on my face, not fun. Okay. Yeah, 655 to go. 2,000 done, wow. It's a lot to reflect on. I don't have much to comment on at the moment. I'll think through it more, maybe talk more on it tomorrow, but definitely a good milestone to hit. Weird kind of time of day to be doing it, but I guess it's kind of memorable in a way. 2,000 miles hit solo, way behind the bubble at night, and my left foot, I feel it where the stress fracture was, so I am kind of worried about that. It got really bad when I was heading into Chester, I think it was. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But somehow I was able to walk on it, but I won't be able to get the miles I need to get done if it gets to how it was. So I really hope this doesn't keep getting worse.